Everybody, we're going to be breaking down today how to use the workouts in the Rise Up app. So we're going to dive on in here. So when we're going to open up a day that has a workout associated with it, we're going to have the little icon next to it that looks like a little lightning bolt. That's going to be telling you that that is a workout. And we have them broken down into 3 different levels. You'll see we have level 1, level 2, and level 3. So you are not expected to do all 3 of those workouts. What they're designed for is for different people who are at different levels of fitness. We wanted this to be effective for all different types of people. So if you are just starting your fitness journey, or if you are an avid athlete, this program will be effective for you. You're going to start at whichever level that associates with for you, and all of them are designed to push you. They're all designed to push your boundaries. So if you're just starting out at level 1, it's still going to feel like it's pushing you. It's not going to feel like a walk through the park, because that's on day 7. It's not going to feel like a walk through the park. It's going to feel like you're pushing your edges and your boundaries. And so you're also not limited to one level. So if you start at level 1 and it seems a little bit easy, you don't have to just stick at level 1 the entire time. You can kick it up to level 2. Or some days you might not have gas in the tank and you want to have a little bit of an easier go, you can drop it down to level 1. And if you really want to crush it and you're more on the advanced level of training, level 3 is where you want to stick at. And so I'm going to pass it over here to Nick, and he's going to talk a little bit about what to expect of the program structure, and we're going to dive on in.
Awesome. So the way that the workouts are broken down is that you will be having 4 workouts every single week. There's going to be Monday and Tuesday workouts. Wednesday will be a rest day. It'll be an active recovery yoga flow. Thursday, Friday will also be workouts. And then Saturday, you will be getting outside. You're going to go and keep moving, but you're going to go experience the beautiful effects of getting outside. Sunday will also be an active recovery flow. This is going to be meant to really help you recover and feel your best so that you can crush your week. So, like Ian was saying, we do have 3 different levels of the workouts. Now, when you click in and come into the workout, what we recommend is that you go through this list of workouts so you can understand and get a good grasp on what you're getting yourself into with the workout. And if there is something that you are unfamiliar with, go ahead and watch the videos right here. It'll take you through a really good tutorial on exactly how to do the workout and how to do it effectively without putting yourself in a compromising position. So once you go through these workouts and you have a good understanding about what to expect, then you're going to go ahead and hit the Start Now button. Now, once you hit this Start Now button, you need to be ready to go, because after that timer drops down, it is going to kick right into it. Now, what you're going to see is at the top of the screen on both the mobile and the web app, you will see a brief little video that is a visual aid on how to do these workouts. Now, this is going to loop throughout the entire time, but if you need to worry about what you're doing with form and you're unsure during the workout, you can go ahead and hit this play button at the top of the workout here, and it will take you out of the workout. It will pause it for you, and then it'll take you into that more in-depth view of what to expect during that workout. Now, once you get through the entire workout, you'll see down here, it takes you through and it shows you what to expect. But don't worry about these bars, because they also go into the rest times. Now, what you are going to see is that the rest times are really, really quick. And we did that because we are looking to challenge you. But don't be afraid to hit that pause button there. Rest about as long as you need to, but we urge you to not rest more than 30 seconds, because our goal is to keep your heart rate up. These at-home workouts are meant to kick your butt. Now, after you do get a really good, get a good enough break, but you're still warm, ready to go, you can hit that play button again. It'll go through the rest of the work or the rest of the break time, and then it'll bring you into the next workout. The way the workouts are broken down is that the first 3 workouts are active movements. They're getting your body warmed up, ready to go. Then you'll see it moves into the actual workouts themselves. And if you do get distracted and something happens, you will have to start the workout over. So I highly recommend just pausing it, leaving it on your phone until you are ready to come back in and play it, because if you do lose it, or if you do go out of it, you will lose your progress. So keep going, keep pushing yourself. When you are done with the workout, you'll see a complete button at the bottom of it. You'll be able to hit that complete button. It'll check that off your task for the day, and you will feel accomplished because you got that workout done. So just wanted to give you that brief breakdown of exactly how to use these workouts and how to get the most out of this. And if you guys have any questions about any of the workouts, if you're doing them correctly, if you want to get a little bit more information on why we programmed them the way we did, please reach out to us on the Rise Up Facebook page. That way we can really explain and elaborate. And I'm willing to guess if you've got that question, somebody else does. So if you ask it, we'll be able to answer it for the whole entire community. So thank you guys.
We're here as a resource for you.
Yes.
And we really want to make sure that if you have any specific questions in regards to how to do certain movements, everybody has like, what do I do if I roll my ankle? What do I do if I sprain my wrist?
Yes.
What can I do instead of that? Because we know that everybody has their own either limitations or things come up and they happen. So please reach out to us if you need to have any sort of advance or some sort of individual consideration.
Yep.
One thing to mention as well is that most of our workouts are time-based and they're not based around repetition, meaning that you can push yourself as hard or as little as you need to. So if you're really just coming off the couch and you're really just trying to get things going, have some patience with yourself, and you don't have to work out for that entire minute. Try to stay active, but say taking squats, for example, if you're doing squats and you start to get lightheaded, or if you have a bad knee, go easy on yourself. Maybe you're only doing 5 to 10 reps in that entire time period, and that's totally fine. And other times when you're feeling like you have the gas in the tank, really push yourself and go as hard as you can for that amount of time. Really understand you do not have to continue doing all the reps the entire time that the timer's running.
Exactly. So what he's saying is you can slow down the reps as well. So if you're doing squats, slow them down on the way down, slow it down on the way up. And then once you feel like it's getting easier, use that as markers to track your progression, because when things get easier, you'll be like, wow, okay, at the beginning of the program, I only did 5 squats in this minute, but now I'm doing 10. So use those as markers. And that is something great to note. Thank you, Ian, because we really want you guys to get the most out of this program and to push yourself, but also know your limitations. So like we said, if you guys have any questions on anything, please reach out to us. We're resources here, and we're your guides on this entire journey. So we love you guys. We hope you're having a great day, and let's rise up.
Woo!